All right, friends. So this lesson's going to link a couple things together, just so you know. But basically, we've been spending most of our time during this unit discussing data sets and using data sets to calculate the median, the mean, the range, the mode. Well, you don't really calculate the mode, you just look at the most frequent number for mode. But that's what we've been doing this whole lesson, just looking at data sets and figuring out how to calculate different things based off of those data sets. So now today, what I'm going to ask you to do is to now show me how to graphically show me and display the data sets. Okay, so I want you to graphically display these data sets for me through what's called a stem and leaf plot. Okay, and then using that stem and leaf plot, we will be able to calculate the mean, calculate the mode, calculate the range, calculate the median. Okay, so we're going to combine a lot of skills. We're going to look and see if there's an outlier. So remember, the outlier is a data point that doesn't go with any of the other data points. It's really an extreme point where if we included it to calculate the mean, it would throw off our mean and skew it. So those outlier points we cancel out, and we do not use that when we're calculating our data. Okay, so let's switch this over and look at a stem and leaf plot. So what you have seen before is data sets. So you have been given data sets. Okay, to save some time, I already put that data set in numerical increase in order for us. So as you can see, the data it's in order. It goes increase in order. So a stem and leaf plot. How it works is, so as you can see over here, I represented my tens. So I have my 50. My 10 is over here, and then my 1 is over here. So this is 55. Okay, I have two 55, so I did 55 comma 55. So I know there's two 50. So this is my 50s. This row is just for my 50s. So this is my 10s. So this I know is my 60s. Now I see a 2 here, so I know I have 62, 67. Okay, this is my 70s row. So this tells me I have 72, 73, 74, 75, and 76. Okay, now I didn't write that up there, but I should have, because I'm canceling it out. So I also had 200. We can see 200 is an outlier point. Okay, we are not going to use that point. I'm going to cross off that point when I'm calculating my mean and median. We're going to say this is an outlier. Okay, so it's 20, add another 0, so that gives me 200. And I'm going to calculate, I'm going to cross this off, and I'm going to name it my outlier point. Okay, it doesn't go. Something went wrong. If this was a science experiment, there was some type of either human error, something went wrong, maybe mechanical error, something went wrong with that data point. Okay, so now that you have it graphically organized in a stem and leaf plot, how would I calculate the median? Let's start with the median. Okay, so this is your lowest number and this is your greatest number. Okay, so your 55s are your lowest and your 76 is your greatest. So you're going to do the same thing we've done before. You're going to cross off one from the top now and one from the bottom until you get to your center number. So this is my smallest, so I'm crossing. Okay, that one's not working. I'm going to cross one from here. Okay, and then I'm going to cross one from here. I don't necessarily use two different colors, top and bottom. I know I'm going top to bottom. Okay, then I'm going to cross one from here and one from here. one from here and one from here, one from here and one from here. Okay, so that left me with my center of 2. But remember, this is my tens, so I know that's 72. So far I know my median equals 72. Okay, now how can I look at my mode? Okay, so my mode, you can look at it either way, but say you're only given the stem and leaf plot, so let me rewrite these. So, because you could just be given a graph on your test, like a stem and leaf plot graph, and asked to interpret this stem and leaf plot. Okay, all right. So now how do I look at my mode? So my mode is whichever number you see most frequently. So I see 255s. Is any other number repeated? No. So my mode is 55. My range is you take my biggest number and you subtract it. It says my computer's dying, so hopefully it won't die while I'm videoing. I take my biggest number and I subtract my smallest number from it. Remember, I crossed off the outlier. I'm not using that outlier. So my biggest number is 76, and I'm going to subtract 55 from it. Okay, you might want to use your calculator. So 55, 65, 75 would be 20, so 21. So it's 21. Okay. And then the last thing that I taught you how to do was your mean, which is your average. So that we're going to use a calculator. I'm not doing that in my head. So 55 plus 55 plus 62 plus 67 plus 72 plus 73 plus 74 plus 75 plus 76. Oh, and that's it. And then we divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Divided by 9 gives me 67.6. If I said round it to your nearest whole number, we're going to have 68. Okay. All right. And that is your final answer, which makes sense. Okay. 68 and 72, they're very close to each other. But see how different it would be if we included our outlier number. So say we included that number that's that's off in left field. Watch how much it changes our mean score. So 55 plus 55 plus 62 plus 67 plus 72 plus 73 plus 74 plus 75 plus 76 plus 200, enter, divided by 1, 2, 3, 4. It turns to 81. 81. That's a huge difference. Okay, that's why you cancel out your outlier so you have more correct data. Okay. All right, friends. With that said, try to practice creating stem and leaf plots and interpreting those stem and leaf plots to get your median, mode, mean, range. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. I'm going to end this video before my computer shuts down and the video cancels out. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye now.